Okay. When you and I first discussed this, you said something that kind of stuck with me, and I want you to explain because I didn't quite understand. You said that Jeff Bezos is a hedge fund guy, right? So you said that's the machinery he built. So explain to us why, because this was your analogy of Amazon methodology for using BSR. You said, well, this is what happens in the hedge fund world. So they created the same thing. It's the BSR that's driving the organic traffic. So you just drive your BSR up, you're going to get a lot of organic traffic. So why is that? So explain that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you mentioned it before that Amazon is like the most democratic platform out there. And it works that way because it's algorithmically driven, right? There's a set of rules. If you push performance, then you get rewarded. Hedge funds are very similar. That if a certain trading strategy is doing well, you put more money into it. A worse trading strategy is doing well, you take money away, or maybe you shut it down. And so if you think about Amazon, it's almost like a giant investment algorithm. Amazon rewards you with investment in the form of organic traffic. And so as you perform better, they feed you with more organic. And so and Bezos, he was a hedge fund guy at D.E. Shaw before he founded Amazon. And it's a very pure kind of like reducing all of the platform down to a singular metric that just stack ranks everybody in terms of performance. And I'm sure a lot of people have tried selling on other websites or platforms. And when the algorithm isn't good or isn't fair, you need like someone to put you on the page, or you need like an unfair advantage in some way, or like special merchandising you pay one time for, or things like that to get there. And it's because they're just not as developed of an algorithm that feeds things that perform well.
So BSR, I mean, if you a long time ago, I used to track BSR fairly closely, but it changed like throughout the day. BSR would be up and down, like really fluctuating big time. So if the BSR is fluctuating big time, what is causing that BSR to fluctuate that
much? So it can be two things. Because it's a stack rank, it could be your peers jumping up and down around you. So it's not just you in control. It's like other people, if they start to sell more, they start to perform, they will jump up, and it'll have the effect of pushing you down. You see this the most on big sales days. So Prime Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and so forth. You look at BSR charts on these days, and just to clarify, BSR is within your small subcategory, but it can sometimes be more helpful to look at total sales rank in your parent category, because you hit a ceiling if you're close to number one and so forth. But on these big sales days, you will see that BSR shakes up a bunch, because there are people having crazy sales days, and all of a sudden, the ranking shifts. And so the ranking shifts, and then Amazon feeds the ones that are at the top again. And so it's almost like there's this whole shuffle. And then what you find, though, is there's like a natural decay where people move back to equilibrium, unless you're able to like prop up your units to stay where they were on Prime Day. People delay. And like, if you think about it, a lot of it's a function of, do you convert on all the organic traffic that Amazon's feeding you? Does that, and if you convert it on all of it, well, you're going to stay there. And this is kind of like what you mentioned, that like unoptimized pages don't get the organic. Optimized page is going to convert more. They're going to feed you. You're going to continue to climb.
So, okay. So we are now talking about how do we use this, right?